Right, match preview time. Luton Town versus Everton. Probably the biggest game of the season, and probably the must-win game of the season. Realistically, even if Luton were to lose this game, you know, it all depends what Forest do. We can still be in it, and we won't be too far away if that does happen. But if you do lose a game like this, I feel like the momentum, the motivation, the desire, the belief to stay up in the Premier League would just go. I think everyone knows, deep down the players know, and I know it's a horrible way of thinking, but even with 2 games remaining, I just think that it'd be it if we don't win it. We need a positive result, we need something. We can't afford to lose at home. We really can't afford to lose. At the one point in the season when you need to win a game, tomorrow would be the day that we need to win the 3 points. And I really hope we do. With Elijah coming back, I thought his performance when he came off the bench against Wolves was massive. You know, we were a completely different team. He causes so many problems, and as Everton are such a physical side, especially defensively, having someone like Elijah, you know, is very important. Morris, with his physical presence as well, it's going to be a really good physical battle against Everton. I can't imagine it's going to be pretty. I really don't think it is. I think it's going to be hard, you know, old school football mentality, which we're going to see, because, you know, both teams, I think, can play a little bit of football, but their strengths are, you know, keeping the ball up in the air and winning a lot of heading battles. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, both teams, set pieces wise, I am a little bit unsure what's potentially going to happen. You know, we did score against Everton twice from 2 set pieces, so deliveries into the box, and I am looking at Alfie and I'm looking at him thinking, right, last couple of games your mentality, your attitude has dropped. He's just not been the same player. He's really been off it. He can't afford to, because we're relying on his deliveries into the box, and he needs to do some good ones, just like he did last time against Everton. I think Everton, they would have done a little bit of research and a little bit of training on how good we do our set pieces, but you know, that really impacted him last time, and that could be exactly what we try and do again in this particular game. But if not, we've got to try and break him down in a different way. We've already got 2 wins against Everton, but that doesn't mean we need to be over, you know, confident. Doesn't mean we need to be a little bit cocky. We just need to manage this game extremely well. Can we get a quick early goal? Because the problem is Everton are safe now. And after beating Nottingham Forest, beating Liverpool as well, they are just safe. You know, got obviously the result against Brentford as well. Forgot about that. You know, they're safe now. They're all good. They're, I wouldn't say on the beach, but you know, pretty much nearly there. So if they score first, you know, it's gonna be a really long evening for us, and we don't exactly want that. Friday night at Luton, you know, under the lights, you know, we all want these types of games, you know. I feel like that's when Luton come alive a little bit more, and it's the perfect opportunity. The atmosphere has to be there, it really do. We can't let these players down. We're so close, and yeah, we all have a, you know, a massive part to play in order to try and win this game against Everton, because, you know, the away game is harder, because if we beat Everton, you know, and potentially lose against West Ham, last game of the season, I think Nottingham Forest have got Burnley, we've got Fulham at home, you know, interesting things can happen, but we need to be in a better position right now, because right now we're not in that better position. We need a bit of momentum, we need a little bit of belief, and we need to panic them, because they're not going to get worried if we keep losing football matches. So that's exactly what we need to do. And if I'm being honest, out of all clubs in the Premier League, if I had to send a team down, I would love to send Nottingham Forest down, just due to the fact of how they've acted over this, you know, the last, you know, season. You know, the entitlement of being in the Premier League, the cheating, you know, in overspending, in mocking Luton for saying, oh, we're still above you despite the point deductions, all that, acting all cocky. It's probably over 100 million has been spent by them, and they're only just above us. It's quite embarrassing, really. But yeah, look, I just want to send those down, and it would be extremely funny if that does happen. But we can only do that by winning games of football. Hopefully we do that on Friday evening, you know, in front of the TV cameras. I'm going to it, I'm excited, and yeah, you know what? Even if the performance isn't there, we just need the result. We could be awful for 88 minutes and then score 2 goals at the end. I don't care how it happens. We just need to walk away with those 3 points. And everyone will have that belief. Everyone will have a smile on their face. And everyone will be extremely happy going to, you know, West Ham away in the upcoming week. But yeah, it's all down to us now. 3 games before the season ends. You know, we would have wanted this position before the season started. Now we've got it. So let's try and stay up. Those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you all in my match reaction after the game.